Welcome in tonight to Wapsie Valley High School here up on the baseball field for our junior varsity season opener tonight between the Wapsie Valley Warriors and the Waterloo East Trojans. Tonight I am here joined up in the broadcast booth tonight by Riker Oberly. How we doing tonight?
Doing good, Zach. Welcome to the Valley, everybody, as we're about to get ready for some baseball.
Alrighty, so we are a little less than 5 minutes away. Teams taking their final warm-ups before we get rolling. We'll get right into starting lineups tonight, starting off with the Wapsie Valley Warriors.
Batting first for the Warriors, number 15, Garrett Shannon, number 17. Batting number 3, Tyler Shore, shortstop, number 27. Batting fourth, number 29, Braden Band, playing right field. Batting fifth, number 12, TJ Jenkins, playing catcher tonight. Number sixth in the batting lineup, number 30, Jaden Grease, playing third base. Number 6, Logan Sauerby, playing left field. Batting eighth, number 22, Briggs Bamey, playing second base. And batting ninth, number 44, Hayden Hilsenbeck, playing first base. How about you?
On the mound tonight, number 2, Keegan Atchison. Behind the plate tonight, number 5, Cade Cruzmark. At third base tonight, number 11, Hunter Lenskow. Playing center fields, number 16, Chase Shaw. At shortstop, number 10, Keegan McCraney. DHing tonight, number 19, Colton Lawrence. Playing right field, number 15, Carter Peters. At first base, number 13, Tanner Lenskow. And at second base, number 4, Alex Rimke. As managers come out, meet at home plate, transferring the lineup cards, we will get ready for the game to start.
Starting lineups. First, for the East Trojans, leading off in left field, number 3, Malik McCoo. Batting second and pitching, number 2, Keegan Atchison. Batting third and catching, number 5, Cade Cruzmark. Batting fourth at third base, number 11, Hunter Lenskow. Batting fifth in center field, number 16, Chance Shaw. Batting sixth at shortstop, number 10, Keegan McCraney. Batting seventh, the designated hitter, number 19, Colton Lawrence. Batting eighth in right field, number 15, Carter Peters. Batting ninth at first base, number 13, Tanner Lenskow. And batting 10th at second base, number 4, Alex Reinke. The JV Trojans are head coached by Dan Matz, assisted by Tom Marquez. And now the starting lineup for the Wapsie Valley JV Warriors. Leading off in center field, number 15, Caden Dana. Batting second and pitching, number 17, Garrett Shannon. Batting third at shortstop, number 27, Tyler Shore. Batting fourth in right field, number 29, Braden Band. Batting fifth and catching, number 12, TJ Jenkins. Batting sixth at third base, number 30, Jaden Greasy. Batting seventh in left field, number 6, Logan Sauerby. Batting eighth at second base, number 22, Briggs Bamey. Batting ninth at first base, number 44, Hayden Hilsenbeck. And batting 10th, number 23, Brody Vance. The JV Warriors are coached by Colin Bergman and Tom Jacobs.
So we heard there from PA announcer Blake Boer what the starting lineups will be for tonight. As we get set, teams will be running out for the national anthem.
Seems to be that the Trojans will be batting first and Wapsie in the field.
Fans, our top priority of the IHSAA and Wapsie Valley Community Schools is sportsmanship. Get good sport by encouraging your team with positive comments and acts and respecting decisions of the game umpires. Our umpires for JV game behind the plate, Dean Boer, and in the field, Pete Williams.
As the Warriors take the field, we'll get Warm-up pitches are over. It's game time. First pitch on the way.
And it's time. Let's play ball. Leading off the game for the Trojans, left fielder number 3, Malik McCoo.
Be Malik McCoo for the Trojans. Everyone's ready to go.
Garrett Shannon out of the stretch here.
First pitch. And we are underway. Strike one on the outside corner.
Second pitch, swung on, strike 2. Here we go.
Quick work here for Shannon out the gate. 0-2 count here on McCoo.
Third pitch of the at-bat here.
Deals and punched out, strike 3.
Strikes out for out number 1.
So out
Next up to bat,
number 1
the Trojans,
for Shannon.
number 2,
Quick
Keegan
work.
Aitchison.
3-pitch strikeout there. It'll be Keegan Aitchison coming up next for the Trojans.
Pitch.
Strike 1. Shannon making quick work. 4 strikes in a row now for him.
Look at him go.
Ball 1 on the outside.
We're through 5 pitches, 4 strikes, 1 ball, not too shabby.
Yeah, he's doing quick work here. The pitch. Ball 2, low and away. 2-1 count now for Aitchison. Deals. Fouled away, 2-2.
On the ground, third base. Greasy, got him.
Nice play there by Jaden Greasy for the out.
Third baseman Jaden Greasy over to Hayden Hilsenberg for out number 2.
Quick 2 outs here for Shannon. Really dealing to start the game. As it will be Cade Kuzmark,
Trojans catcher number 5, Cade Kuzmark.
the left-hander up to bat.
Defense not in the shift here.
Foul just off the first base line. Strike 1.
Second pitch of the AB from Garrett Shannon here.
Be ball 1 low.
Count to 1-1 now.
There's a fly ball, but it'll get out. Foul ball. Strike 2 on Kuzmark. One-two count here on Kuzmark. 2 outs, top of the first.
Potential quick inning here for the Warriors. Strike 3.
Kuzmark strikes out for out number 3.
Quick inning for Kuzmark, or for Shannon, as we head to the bottom of the first. No runs for the Trojans as the Warriors will come up to bat.
what are we doing?
All right, sorry we had some technical difficulties there, but we are back. Getting ready for the bottom of the first. Caden Dana up to bat. First pitch outside, ball 1. Deals. Strike 1. So 1-1 count here to Caden Dana.
Outside, ball 2. 2-1 now for the count to Kane and Dana.
Ball 2.
Agenson from the windup. Steps off.
Time called. Catcher's fixing his gear here. Ready to get going. 2-2 count now on Shannon. Pitch. There's a hammer. Left field. Will it drop?
Gets
It
down.
will. Single for Garrett Shannon.
Garrett Shannon with a fly ball.
So a runner on for the Warriors.
Comes Tyler Shore up now, batting number 3.
Next up to bat for the Warriors, shortstop number 27, Tyler Shore.
Shortstop number 27, Tyler Shore, will take the plate for the Warriors.
Runner on first.
Checks him over. Nothing doing. Pitch outside, gets past the catcher. Shannon will move up to second.
Garrett Shannon advances to second on the wild pitch.
Wild pitch there. Shannon advances to second.
1-0 count to Tyler Shore.
Be high, ball 2. Two 2-0 count now to Shore. Outside, ball 3. 3-0 count here to Shore. Bet you Shore's got the green light with a runner in scoring position.
I would say so.
See if he can put one through. The pitch. Be high, ball 4. Warriors have a base runner, first and second.
4
Now,
pitches, 4 balls, not too shabby for the Warriors.
One out, runner on first and second, as it will be number 29, Braden Bance, up to bat.
Band's playing right field tonight.
Be ball 1.
Second pitch of the at-bat now.
Fouled back. One and one now on Bance. Sorry, 0-2 count on Bance. Aitchison steps off here. Looking back the runners. 0-2 count now to Bance. The pitch. Hits the bat.
No.
Foul ball. Those are hard ones to look at. can't really see where it's going, but
So that's happened to me before, and it, yeah. See by his body language, not a fun time.
yeah, ball one in the dirt. Be a 1-2 count now for Bance. We ball two outside. And yeah, Riker, you mentioned that earlier. It's not the best situation to be in when it hits your bat.
Especially 0-2.
Yeah.
You're lucky that stayed foul.
Yeah. Easy ball there. Just got to get the bat down, get it out of the way. 2-2. Foul back. Count will stay 2-2. We got a battle brewing. Catcher's having a little trouble with his gear out here. So, Riker, you got runners on first and second. As a hitter, what are you expecting? Where do you think you should try to go with the ball?
Well, my coach likes to say, swing for contact, not really for power. Just put the ball in play, try to advance some runners here.
Yeah, you kind of want to stay out of a double play, but anything over the infielder's head, kind of bloop a single, or maybe just a ground ball to third, kind of work your way on. Just don't want a double play here.
Base hit to right probably scores one.
Two now to Bance. The pitch. Be outside. Little high. Ball three. Full count now. On Bance. One out. Runners on first and second. The pitch. Strike three. Got him. Swinging.
Save. And he's going home.
Out number 2, but Shannon steals third, and he'll score on the overthrow. Wapsie Valley lead 1-0.
Shannon steals third. Overthrow advances him. Warriors score a run on a overthrow to third.
That was interesting.
Next up to bat for the Warriors,
Yeah.
number 12, TJ Jacob.
Not very many times you're going to get that.
No, not at all.
Ball outside to TJ Jacob, the catcher tonight.
Getting greasy on deck.
1-0. Outside, ball two. TJ base hit, kind of scores one here. Left fielder playing pretty deep out there, so get one through. It's going to score one, but strike one on the outside corner to Jake, and 2-1 count now. You got two outs. There's the ball. 3-1 now. Three-one. Strike two on the inside corner. 3-2 count. Full count now. Two outs. Runner on second for the Warriors.
Runner in scoring position with 2 outs, full count. Here we go.
Inside. Cold strike three. The Trojans get out of it, only giving up one.
Out number 3.
And at the end of one, our score is 1-0, Wapsie Valley, as we head to the second inning.
1-0. Due up for Ease. Hunter Lensko, Chase Shaw.
We'll be right back after this. Shannon with the pitch. Be strike one on Lensko.
What was that pitch? That was moving.
Looks like a curveball.
Curve balls on the first pitch of the at-bat. That's a scary sign if you're a batter.
There's strike two. Quick 0-2 on Lensko.
Third pitch of the at-bat. Pitch. Ball low.
Almost. Be strike 2.
Here you go, Garrett Shannon. 2 strikes. From the stretch now. Here's the pitch. Little bit high.
2-2 count now. 2-2 to McCraney.
Wapsie Valley up 1. Got to protect the home plate now.
The pitch. Strike 3.
3.
Swing and a miss. Shannon. Quick work. As we head to the bottom of the second. Our score still 1-0 Warriors.
Warriors, third baseman, number 30.
Leading off the inning for the Warriors, number 30, Jaden Greasy.
Logan Sauerbry on deck and Briggs Bamey in the hole.
Swing and a miss,
Strike
strike
one,
1 on Greasy.
This is Greasy's first active at-bat since tearing his ACL.
Ball 1 outside. 1-1 count now. The pitch.
On the ground, third base, foul ball. They'll say it. Oh, are they calling it fair or what? What's going
Foul
on, Zach?
ball. Foul ball grounded to third. Greasy will come up and swing it again. 1-2 count now. The pitch. Just almost got hit there, but ball 2.
Way to keep his bat down.
2-2 count now on Greasy. The pitch. Swing and a miss. Strike 3.
Greasy strikes out.
So
for out
Greasy
number 1.
strikes out for out number 1.
Now batting for the Warriors, left fielder,
Logan
number
Sauerbry
6,
now.
Logan Sauerbry.
Bring Sauerbry up. The pitch. Foul back. 0-1. Aitchison working quick. Getting them pitches off quick. He's, working, not taking too much time to dilly-dally up on the mound.
Mm-hmm. From the wind-up, the pitch. A little bit high.
Ball 1. Deals. Swing and a miss. Strike 2.
Logan Sauerbry is going after it.
Found himself in a hole. 1-2.
Outside.
2-2 count now. On deck is Briggs Bamey. The pitch. Check swing. He went strike 3. Aitchison 2 strikeouts
Strikes out
to start the
number
inning.
2.
Here's Briggs Bamey.
See if he can strike out the side.
Now stepping up to
It'll
bat.
bring in number 22, Briggs Bamey.
Briggs Bamey.
Playing second base tonight is Briggs. The pitch. Strike 1, outside corner. 0-1 to Briggs Bamey now. On the windup and the pitch. Foul ball. Makes contact. Almost got fair. About 5 feet away from it.
Just pokes it out to short right field, just foul. Be 0-2 now to Briggs. See if Aitchison can strike out the side.
So he pushes it to left field on the foul ball there. See what he can do now. Ball low.
1-2 count here for Briggs. The deal from Aitchison. High and outside, ball 2. 2 balls, 2 strikes with 2 outs here in the inning. Hayden Hilsenbach waiting on deck. See if he gets a shot.
Another foul ball.
Nice grab there from Hayden Hilsenbach on deck there. He's got gold glove hands over there. Aitchison deals. Swing and a miss. Strike 3. He strikes out the side.
Bamey out of the foul
As
pit.
we head to the top of the third, it is still 1-0 Warriors.
In the bottom of the second.
We will be back after this.
Team Colton Lawrence.
B. Colton Lawrence for the Trojans. Shannon still on the mound. Here's the pitch. Strike 1. Swing and a miss.
A little bit ahead of it on the curveball.
The pitch from Shannon. Just outside, ball 2. Or ball 1, sorry. 1-1 count here to Lawrence. The pitch. Fouled back off the catcher's mask. Be a 1-2 count here for Lawrence. As a catcher, you get that feeling, you feel a little bit rattled. It goes right off your mask.
We're both catchers. We know that feeling. The pitch now from Garrett Shannon from the stretch.
Punched
Strike
out,
3
looking, strike 3.
on the curveball.
Shannon gets a quick strikeout.
Strike 1 and strike 3 with curveballs from Garrett Shannon.
Fielder number 15.
It'll bring up number 15, Carter Peters. Shannon still working quick. The pitch. High and in, ball 1. You know, Shannon's done a pretty good job today of getting ahead of these hitters early.
Yeah, 100%.
See if he can keep working. The pitch. Swing and a miss. Strike one. Evens up the count. Back to 1-1.
You know, they say it's good to not walk people, which is completely true, but I don't even think he's got to, a 3-ball batter.
Just a little high. Ball 2 on the curveball. So it is 2-1 to Peters. One man gone in the inning. The pitch. Swing and a miss. Strike 2. 2-2 count now. Trojans still looking for their first hit of the day.
Garrett Shannon pitching real well this afternoon.
Pitch. Low and away. Ball 3. Full count now. Here for Peters. See if he can work a walk. Punched out looking. Strike 3.
Peters
Be
strikes
2 outs.
for out number 2.
Shannon doing a great job.
Now stepping into the box.
It will
First
bring
baseman,
up number 13,
Letzko.
Tanner Lensko.
Zach, at this rate, he might break the record for most strikeouts in a game.
He's working quick. The pitch. Inside, ball 1.
Outside, ball 2.
Let's see if Shannon can finish the inning here. 2-0 count now to Lensko. The pitch. Strike 1 on the outside corner. The pitch from Shannon. Strike 2. Again, 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs here in the top of the third. See if Shannon can punch him out. The pitch. Swing and a miss. Strike 3. Shannon strikes out the side.
Strikes out for out number 3. In the top
As
of the
we
third,
head to the bottom,
Valley,
it will be
Hayden
Hayden Hilsenbach,
Hayden Dana.
Brody Benson, Caden Dana to do up for the Warriors. We'll be right back. It'll be Hayden Hilsenbach to come into the box for the Warriors. Aitchison. From the windup, the pitch. Outside, ball 1. The pitch. Swing and a miss, strike 2. Caught Hilsenbach chasing there. 1-2 count on Hilsenbach. The pitch. Fouled
Foul ball.
away. Hilson back a little late on it.
There's a car over yonder over there, and no offense, but I don't know if that's a great place to park.
The pitch. Just outside, ball 2. Pitch from Aitchison. Grounded up
ball.
the middle.
Gets past the second baseman, and Hayden Hilsbeck is into first base on an error from the second baseman.
For a leadoff single.
So Hilsenbach will reach first on an error.
Next up to bat for the Warriors, number 23.
It'll
Brody
bring up
Banks.
Brody Bance for the Warriors.
Dana on deck for the Warriors.
Hilsenbach on first. Check on him. Safe. Nothing doing over there. Aitchison from the stretch, the pitch. Swing and a miss. Strike 1. Aitchison. The pitch. Swing and a miss. Strike 2. Aitchison working quick on Bance here. 0-2 count. The pitch.
Going to second.
All outside. Hilsenbach under the tag at second base.
Hayden Hilsenbach steals second.
Even on the pitch out, Hilsenbach able to slide under the tag at second. Be a stolen base for Hilsenbach. Really close, bang, bang play at second, but gets under it. Popped
Gets
up.
contact, but pops up to the first baseman. Out.
In foul territory, Hilsenbach will tag. He's nailed at third. A double play for the Trojans.
Pops out to the first baseman, Tanner Wexler.
A pop out, throw him out. Double play.
Pop out, throw him out. I like it.
The very weird 1-5 double play. Or sorry, 3-5 double play.
Number 2.
Odd to say the least.
Don't see that every day for sure.
Oh,
As with 2 outs now, Caden Dana will come up to the plate for the Warriors.
the pitch. Outside, ball 1 to Caden Dana. Run the windup and the pitch to Dana. Outside, ball 2 again.
2-0 to Dana. The pitch.
Outside again, ball 3. Zach, do you think he has a green light or no?
I mean, with 2 outs, for sure he does. Dana's a really good hitter.
100% he is.
That'll be strike 1. Down and in. 3-1 count here to Dana.
Pitch inside, and I believe it hit him, but it would have been a ball anyway, so he gets first base.
Ball 4 to Dana. He'll take the walk, stroll down to first.
Here comes Garrett Shannon on.
Pitcher number 17, Garrett Shannon.
Garrett Shannon up to bat now. Scored the only run for the Warriors on a overthrow to third.
Left fielder shifts out there.
The pitch outside, ball 1. Caden Dana is really fast at first. I would not be surprised if he steals or attempts to steal this at bat.
Doesn't he run like a 12 second 100 meter?
He's fast for sure. There he goes. Strike 1.
And as we said,
He'll get into second.
Dana steals second.
Like we said, Dana super fast on the bases. He flies. He'll steal second easily. As it was a called strike there, so it's 1-1 for Shannon. Ball 2. 2-1 count here to Garrett Shannon with 2 outs.
A little bit high.
3-1 count now to Shannon. Aitchison has been working really well today. He's got some quick innings. He's got a few strikeouts under his belt. See what he can do to Shannon here. Tyler Shore waits on deck. The pitch. Be fouled away. Strike 2. We'll head to a full count. 3-2. 2 outs. Man on second. Pitch. Ball 4.
Ready to
A
get his
walk.
bat down. Zach, I believe this is where we were in the first inning. You know, runners on first and second with Tyler Shore up now. See what he can do now.
Shortstop number 27, Tyler Shore.
First and second again. We'll see what happens here. 2 speedsters on the base path. Ground ball back to the pitcher. That'll be 3 outs. The Warriors can't convert.
Shore grounds out to the pitcher, Keegan Aitchison.
But as we head into the top of the 4th,
Number 3.
our score still 1-0. We said it was going to be very defensive today. We were definitely right about that so far. Both pitchers been working really well. What do you like to see so far?
You know, I love myself a defensive game. It makes me feel good inside. It's just not many errors on the defensive side, and you know, the ball's been hit fairly well today.
Yeah, we've had a pop out, throw them out, double play. We also had a few errors. We had the one error that scored our only run today. An overthrow to third. Plates Garrett Shannon, and that's the only point the Warriors have scored.
And that really shows how impactful, you know, catching the ball and getting the ball out is important to the game.
Yeah, just the slightest mistake will cost you the game at some points, as Shannon will trot back out for the 4th inning. It's the top of the 4th. We'll be right back.
Garrett Shannon on the mound for, what, 4th, 5th inning?
4th inning. The pitch, be swinging a miss. Strike 1 on McCoo.
I believe we're at the top of the lineup now.
Be number 3, Malik McCoo, up to bat. The pitch. Strike
Nice.
2. Called strike 2.
That curveball is nasty.
And now batting left fielder number 3, Malik McCoo.
0-2. Quick work here for Shannon. See if he can punch him out. The pitch. Outside. The pitch from Shannon. Foul back. 1-2 still. 1-2 to McCoo.
Pitch from Garrett Shannon now.
Swing and a miss. Strike 3. As that will be the first out for the Warriors. It will bring up number 2, Keegan Atchison. Shannon again, he's making quick work. He's getting ahead early, getting some nice punch outs here. The pitch from Shannon. High, ball 1. The pitch. Called strike 1 on the outside corner. Be a 1-1 count now here to Atchison. Lined into center field. That'll be a hit. The Trojans get a hit here in the 4th inning. Runner on first. 1 out. It will bring up number 5, Cade Cruzmark.
As I like to say, that's the definition of a base hit. Right over the pitcher's head into center field. Easy single.
Shannon's got to deal with a runner on now. The pitch. Called, strike 1. 0-1 count here to Cruzmark. Cruzmark takes off. That's pulled down the line into right field. That'll be a base hit. Cruzmark rounding third, heading to the plate. And he will score. The Trojans tie it up here in the 4th inning. It'll be a double for the Trojans. Cade Cruzmark with the double, plates 1. Our score is now tied up 1-1. Really nice base hit down the line. It will bring up Hunter Lensko. The pitch. Swing and a miss. Strike 1.
1 out. Runner on second.
Shannon trying to work out of a jam. Swing and a miss. Strike 2. 0-2 count. Here to Lensko. See if Shannon get back on track. The pitch. Inside, ball 1. The pitch from Shannon. Swing and a miss, strike 3.
Let's go. Strikes out.
Be 2 outs for Shannon. See if he can just get out of this with only giving up 1. It'll be Chance Shaw, number 16. See if he can plate 1. A hit probably gets the runner home.
Depends where it is. 100%.
Yeah. Swing and a miss, strike 1, pass ball. So it will be a pass ball, but a strike nonetheless.
Garrett Shannon now. Still on the mound.
That is put into right
Foul ball.
field. Just barely foul.
That would have been a great hit for the Trojans at this point in the game.
Yeah, they definitely needed that. Got a runner on third, 2 outs. But just barely blows foul. The 0-2 count here to Shaw. The pitch from Shannon. Ooh, great pitch there from Shannon. Just high, though. Ball 1. Be a 1-2 count here to Shaw. The pitch from Shannon. Popped up, fouled back. We will stay 1-2. Good battle here for the Trojans.
One, two. Garrett Shannon. See if he can get the third strike here.
The pitch. Swing and a miss. Strike 3. The Warriors get out of it. Only giving up 1. But the damage has been done. Our score is now tied 1-1 as the Warriors go into bat. So, how important do you think that hit really was for the Trojans?
That hit was very important because you can never actually tell the future.
Pitched really well, got a few strikeouts, only gave up
Absolutely.
1 unearned run on 1 hit. But, you know, if you're McCraney coming into this game, what do you think your biggest priority is?
I would say just keep throwing. I would say pitch to contact, get your defense to back you up, and you know strikeouts come not really with effort, but in my opinion, it's luck. You know, if you just try to throw the ball in the strike zone, eventually strikeouts will come.
Yeah, for sure. It's a tactical game. It's a mental game.
Yep.
You know, baseball is, as they say, like 70 to 90% mental. You have to have a good mindset coming up to the plate if you want to succeed. As the throw down, the warm-up pitches are done. We'll get set to go. It will be Braden Bance, followed by T.J. Jakin and Jaden Greasy.
Zach, my eyes may be lying to me right now, but in warm-ups, I might have saw a slider.
Yeah, we'll see what Wapsie has. That's a very valuable thing to a pitcher, a very valuable weapon.
Mm-hmm.
The pitch. Called strike 1.
Here's the pitch from the windup to Bands. In the dirt. 1-1 now. To Braden Bands. Catcher receives the ball, gets it back to the pitcher, and we are back.
The 1-1 now to Vance.
Again from the windup now. To Bands. Strike 2 on the outside corner. Good pitch. Fourth pitch of the at-bat now.
McCraney's pitch. It will be fouled out of play.
Nope.
Oh!
Oh, he dropped it. Oh, boy.
Oh, it looked like it was going to blow out, but just barely stayed in. The left field side just past third base, but it is dropped.
It's like in basketball. When it looks like it's going to go in, then it airballs.
The pitch from McCraney. Be grounded right back to the pitcher. Quick 1 out for McCraney.
Big grounds out to the pitcher, McCraney, over to Tanner Lensko for out number 1.
Be T.J. Jakin, number 12.
T.J. Jakin.
Up to bat now. Nobody on, 1 out for the Warriors.
He's Jakin now. Pitch in the dirt. Ball 1. Jenkins struck out on his last at-bat. The pitch from the windup. Gets the sign, and here we go. In the dirt again. There's ball 2.
Jakin putting together a good at-bat here. He's ahead 2-0 the pitch. Be in the dirt.
Again.
Ball 3. McCraney trying to find his groove. He's looking for it. The pitch from McCraney. It's ball 4, low and away. That'll put Jakin on
Jenkins
with a walk.
Next up to bat, third baseman number 30, Jaden Greasy.
Jaden Greasy up to bat for the Warriors now.
Courtesy run for the Warriors, number 4.
So we will have a courtesy
Elijah
runner
Ike.
for the catcher. It'll be number 4, Elijah Ike. That will be popped up into foul territory. That will be an out.
Greasy pops out to the third baseman, Hunter Lensko, for out number 2.
So it'll be 2 outs now.
Lensko makes that grab as the third baseman in foul territory.
Now batting left fielder,
For
number 6,
Sauerbrei.
Logan
Sauerbrei will come up. Runner on first, 2 outs.
Sauerbrei playing left field tonight. Hasn't got much action. Pitcher steps off. Takes a look at Ike.
McCraney from the stretch. The pitch will be a called strike 1. Ike's going
And he's saved.
under the tag at second.
Steals a base.
So Ike will steal the base at second. Catcher bobbled the throw. It's 0-1 nonetheless. The pitch from McCraney. And that is popped up. Shallow left. It will be
Shortstop,
caught.
Garrett.
3 outs. Up and down for the Warriors. They do get a runner on, though, as it will be going into the top of the 5th.
Zach, do you think they're going to stick with Shannon?
I don't know. I mean, Shannon's pitching really well. His pitch count's been low.
Yeah?
He hasn't really pitched too many pitches so far. We'll see what a day he's had so far.
Absolutely.
A lot of strikeouts for Shannon. He's been working quick through these Trojan batters. Looks like the defensive lineup will stay the same for the Warriors. Guess we forgot to mention that. Greasy is at third. Tyler Shores at shortstop. Briggs Bamey at second. Hayden Hilsenbeck at first. Logan Sauerbrei in left. Caden Dana in center. And Braden Bance in right field. Make out the Warriors D with TJ Jakin behind the plate and Garrett Shannon on the mound. So here we go for the top of the 5th. For the Trojans, it'll be Keegan McCraney, the pitcher, coming up now for the Trojans.
Leading off the 5th inning for the Trojans.
He will lead off the 5th.
Keegan McCraney.
Garrett Shannon, first pitch of the 5th inning.
Shannon's pitch to McCraney. Grounded up the middle.
Tyler Shore fields it out.
Nice play there from the Warriors. Quick first out. 58 miles an hour on the gun. Yeah, Shannon is really good. He's good at getting those strikeouts, but when he needs to, he will pitch for contact.
Yeah.
As it will bring up number 19, Colton Lawrence.
One pitch, one out. Pretty good on my book.
The pitch. Strike 1 call on the outside corner. Be 0-1. The pitch from Shannon.
Curveball.
He fouled off at the plate.
0-2 now. Garrett Shannon trying to get a 3-pitch strikeout.
0-2 to Lawrence. Shannon gets the sign. The pitch. Just inside, ball 1. Pitch from Shannon. He just high ball 2.
Try to get him with the curveball there. Fairly good pitch, but a bit high and outside.
The pitch from Shannon.
Strike
Swing
three.
and a miss. Strike 3, 65 miles an hour.
Lawrence
Rears up for the strikeout. 2 outs here for the Warriors.
Next up to bat for East.
It will bring up number 15,
Number
Carter
15,
Peters.
Carter Peters.
The pitch from Shannon. Ball 1 just inside on the off speed. 59 miles an hour.
The pitch from Shannon.
Be
Good
called
pitch.
strike 61 on the gun. 1-1 count now. 2 outs here in the top of the 5th. The pitch from Shannon.
Outside.
Ball 2. 2-1 count. Shannon just 2 strikes away from ending the 5th inning, or the top of the 5th.
Here's Shannon to deal the pitch. Here we go.
Swing and a miss, strike 2. 2-2 count now.
Tell you what, he's not giving up on that curveball. He really likes it, and so do I.
It's getting strikes. At this point, that's kind of all that matters.
Yeah, 100%.
Strike 3. Drop third, but he'll get him out at first anyways.
Peters out on the drop third strike.
So, as we head into the bottom of the 5th, the due up for the Warriors will be Briggs Beamy, Hayden Hilsenbach, and Caden Dana.
No hits, no Warriors, leaving none on base. Due up for Wapsie Valley, Briggs Baby, Hayden Hilsenbach, and Brody.
Sorry, it'll be Briggs Beamy, Hayden Hilsenbach, and Brody Bance. That will be the due up for the Warriors. As it looks like the Trojans will trot out a new pitcher again. It'll be Cade Cruzmark. Now pitching for the Trojans.
Zach, what are you expecting from Cruzmark for this inning?
At this point, you're just trying to get contact here. You want to get slow ground balls, kind of work it over. The defense has really proven that they can play good defense tonight.
100%.
They haven't really given up much errors besides that one catcher overthrow to third. Other than that, they've played really well. I expect good things out of him. We'll see how the Warriors match up, see if we can get some hits. Alrighty, so the Warriors due up will be Briggs Bamey, Hayden Hilsenbach, and Brody Bance. How important do you think this inning is for the Warriors?
I think it's very important. You know, I don't know how many innings there are going to be left with the score still being 1-1. But if we are still, you know, keep going, I think this is a big inning. They need to score some runs here.
Yeah, for sure. This is the bottom of the last inning. For any fans wondering, bottom of the fifth.
I'm not a fan, but I am wondering.
So we will get going here. Final warm-up pitches. We'll be back to baseball.
Little bit off topic, but it is a beautiful night in the Valley.
For sure. Beautiful night for baseball here. It'll be great for the varsity game under the lights now for the first time.
Brand new LED lights.
So we get ready to go. It'll be number 22, Briggs Bamey.
Leading off the bottom of the fifth.
He'll lead off the fifth.
Second baseman,
Bottom of the fifth.
22, Briggs Bamey.
See how Cruz Mark will handle the Warriors lineup.
Bamey now. Strike one.
Called strike one. 0-1 count now to Bamey. It's called time.
Pitcher steps off the mound.
We'll reset. Get back to it. The pitch now from Cruz Mark.
In the dirt, ball. Ball one.
Hayden Hilsenbach waits on deck for the Warriors. The pitch. In the dirt, ball two. Bamey steps back in.
Bamey makes contact, foul ball.
Two count now to Bamey. The pitch.
Wind up. In
In
the
the
dirt
dirt.
again.
Ball three.
Full count now to Bamey. See what Bridge can do here on full count.
The pitch from Cruz Mark. Be
Poked
swung.
it into left. Base hit.
Just poked over the shortstop's head as it'll be a single for Briggs Bamey.
I believe the winning run is on first.
Yes.
If my eyes are not lying to me.
Winning run is on first base here for the Warriors.
Hilsenbach.
Hayden Hilsenbach will step in. Just don't want a double play here.
Absolutely not.
As we have a balk.
In case you guys are wondering what that is, that means that the pitcher has stopped his motion when he has already, you know, started to pitch. And he just completely stopped his leg and therefore resulted in a balk.
So Briggs will move to second. On the balk.
What in a bunt?
A bunt from Hilsenbach, just trying to push him over, but fouled away, strike one.
You know, in my opinion, that's a big balk situation. Now there's a runner in scoring position with no outs in the bottom of the last inning.
Yeah, you just kind of want to move him over, give a chance for Brody Bance to come up, poke one through, and win the game for you. See what happens here. First baseman creeps in. So does the third baseman.
No bunt this time, but it's a foul ball.
Hilsenbach will swing away, fouled away, strike two.
A very quiet foul ball, but it was a foul ball.
Just barely tipped off the edge of the bat. Turns around, throws it Almost throws it into center field.
That would have been big. That put Baby at third base.
Yeah, would have
Potentially.
been very big error there, but just able to avoid it. Great play by the shortstop. Jump up and deflect the ball. Not get it too far from second. The pitch from Cruzmark.
Good curveball there.
Just high. Ball one.
Good
Great
spot
pitch.
there.
Great pitch from Cruzmark there. The pitch.
Here we go. Goes back in the
Kicked
dirt.
away.
Baby's going to take third. Pitcher covers home.
As Briggs will round third.
Bailey advances to third on the wild pitch.
Just kicks off the knee pad there.
You know, Zach, last weekend when I was playing baseball, I hit a walk-off single. It felt just amazing.
Yeah, we'll see if Hilsenbeck can do the same. 2-2 now to Hilsenbeck.
Foul
He
ball,
will
good contact.
throw that one back and away. 2-2 still. We'll reset. Back and end it here. The pitch. Outside.
Third baseman playing shallow.
Three-two, full count here. The pitch. Outside, ball four. Oh, sorry, no, punched out, looking, strike three.
Hilsenbeck strikes out.
That'll be a strikeout for Cruzmark.
Next up to bat, number 23.
Sorry for the confusion there. So bring up Brody Bance. He throws one to second, goes home.
Oh,
It's
save!
thrown away. Briggs baby scores. And
That's
the Warriors
game.
win. The Warriors win.
Brody Bands with a walk-off single.
And Wapsie Valley
Love to see
walks
it.
off for the JV win. Warriors
What a game there for the
2-1.
Warriors. Our final score is 2-1. Brody Bance with the walk-off fielder's choice. As the throw home was thrown away. So, Riker, 2-1 is our final score. The recap, what'd you see?
I saw great pitching, to say the least. Pitching was amazing. Garrett Shannon threw a whole game tonight, and I believe the Trojans went through 3 pitchers, but overall, not too shabby.
Yeah, great pitching for both sides. Great defense from both sides as well. Only just had a few errors from both sides. The Trojans and Warriors, or the Trojans had 2 errors. The Warriors had none. Both teams had only 2 hits tonight, with the Warriors getting 2 runs off of those 2 hits. But overall, great night for the Warriors JV team. They walk away with a win. We'll be right back for the varsity game right after this. Thank you for watching.
Welcome, baseball fans. Tonight's game is between Waterloo East and the Wapsie Valley Warriors. We're at Wapsie Valley Field getting ready to start today's game. This is our first live stream, my first time doing the play-by-play, so please bear with me. Today's game is the first game underneath the lights. That's something special here, something we wanted to have at Wapsie Valley for quite some time. Thank you to all the administrators for helping to make this happen. Tonight's game between Wapsie Valley and Waterloo East, the starting lineup at first base: Gavin Peters at center field, Demarius Henderson catcher, Justin Thomas will be the pitcher, Jonah Helmrich is the third baseman, Caleb Peters will be playing shortstop, Bryce Borseth will be playing left field, and Braden Peters will be playing right field. Ty Shellhorn will be the second baseman. And for the Wapsie Valley Warriors, today's lineup is Kane Schmidt will be at second base, Justice Kelly will be at shortstop, Jacob Shore will be at catcher, our pitcher will be Tucker Latterberg, third baseman will be Blake Hesse, at first base will be Jackson Kuhlman, first base. At in center field will be Briar Bellis, in left field will be Manny Hubner, and right field will be Hunter Curley.
Batting second in center field, number 3, Gavin Peters.
Today's home plate umpires.
Batting third and catching.
Well, the one home plate
42,
umpire is Pete
Damaris
Hoyland,
Henderson.
and Dean Boer will be at the
Batting
first base
fourth,
umpire.
pitcher, number 15, Justin Thomas.
Head coach for the Warriors, Tom Jakin.
Batting
He will
fifth,
be
at
assisted
third
by
base, number
Kalen
12,
Bergman.
Jonah Helmrich. Batting sixth, at
Coaches
shortstop,
for
number
Waterloo
1,
East
Caleb
is Eric
Peters.
Jesse, Brian Spooner, and Dan
Batting
Mast.
seventh in left field, number 5, Bryce Borseth.
The public address announcer is addressing the lineup. Once he's done with that, we'll have the playing of the national anthem.
And batting ninth at second base, number 11, Ty Shellhorn. The Trojans are head coach by Eric Jesse, assisted by Caleb Spooner, Dan Mack,
Season
and
opener
Tom
for both
Marquez.
teams tonight.
And now for your Wapsie Valley Warriors.
Waterloo East is coming off of a 10 of 31 season from last year. They were 3 and 27 in conference play.
Batting second at shortstop, number 22, Justice Kelly.
Wapsie Valley won 19 games last season.
And catching, number 18, Jake Shore.
Most of the players are returning from last year. They didn't graduate any seniors,
Pitcher, number 13,
but there were
Tucker
3 starters that decided not to play
Latterberg.
baseball this year, so we'll have 3 new players in the lineup.
And at third base, number 24, Blake Hesse. Batting sixth, at first base, number 31, Jackson Kuma.
Pretty much no wind tonight. Temperature 71 degrees, clear skies.
Number 5, Briar
It's going to be a great night for baseball.
Batting eighth, in left field, number 34, Manny Hubner. And batting ninth, in right field, number 11, Hunter Curley. The Warriors are head coached by Tom Jakin, assisted by Colin Bergman. At this time, ladies and gentlemen, we ask you please rise, gentlemen, remove your hats, and face the flag.
And
in
here
front
is
of
the
you
playing of the
our
national
nation
anthem.
And those who protect its freedoms and liberties with the playing of our national anthem.
right, we're getting ready to play ball. Tucker Latterberg will be getting his warm-up pitches in soon. Infielders will be getting some warm-up tosses.
Fans, be sure to check out the Wapsie Athletic Booster Club concession stand with many great items, including hot dogs, nachos, Pepsi products, and an assortment of candy. And
Free popcorn tonight. If you're in the area, stop by the game. Come see the special occasion where we've got the lights on for the very first time.
On the back of the concession stand.
Tonight's pitcher, Tucker Latterberg, he features a fastball, curveball, splitter. His fastball sits around 80, 85 miles an hour. Last year, Tucker appeared in 10 games. Went 5-2 for the Warriors. He led the team in innings pitched. Had an opponent's batting average only hit 191 against him. He led the team with 52 strikeouts. Had a 3.24 ERA. Hoping to see even a better season from Tucker this year. He's been improving quite a ways. Due up for East will be Maddox Harn, Gavin Peters, and Demarius Henderson. Yeah, Jake throws down to second base. And we're ready to play ball.
Fans, baseball is back. Leading off the game for the Trojans, first baseman number 8, Maddox Harn.
Maddox Harn steps into the batter's box. And here's the pitch. Fastball, 79-mile-an-hour fastball. Fouled it away. Count is 0-1. Last year as a sophomore, Harns batted .288. He led the team in hit by pitches. Second pitch is a ball, low and away, 64-mile-an-hour. Looked to be Tucker's changeup. I'm sorry, curveball. Here's the pitch. Looks like a little high. 80-mile-an-hour on that fastball. Ball down in the dirt. 3-1 on the count now. Harns took a second to gather himself. He's back in. Tucker with a pitch. Ball 4.
Harn draws the walk.
That brings up the center fielder, Gavin Peters.
Up to bat for East, center fielder number 3, Gavin Peters.
Last season, Peters batted .250. First pitch is a ball. 79-mile-an-hour fastball. Gavin Peters is a senior in his final season. And that pitch was a little bit low. Counts now 2-1. 2-0, I mean. Coach calls time. Going to go out and settle down the pitcher. Maybe offer up some strategy on what to do on the 2-0 pitch. Gavin's favorite baseball team is the Chicago Cubs. So he's all right in my book. Oh, Boer's giving me the evil eye. He's a Yankees fan. All right, we're getting back ready to play ball. Tucker's back on the pitching rubber. And here's the pitch. Swung on, line drive, left field. That drops in front for a hit.
Peters lines to left field. On to second on the play. Next up to
So now we got runners on first and second.
number 42,
That'll bring up
Henderson.
Demarius Henderson. He is the catcher for Waterloo East. Henderson's a really good hitter. He made the All-Metro team last year. Led the team in 19 RBIs. Took 22 walks, so he's a patient hitter. Here's the pitch. Swung on, fouled straight back. 79-mile-an-hour fastball. Damaris's favorite team is the Arizona Diamondbacks. Makes you wonder where that came from. Tucker dealt in a strike. Counts now 1-1. Here's the pitch. Swung on, fouled straight back. 81 mile an hour on that fastball. Just got underneath it. Tucker set. Here's the pitch. Oh, it gets away from Jake Shore. Runners will advance to third and second. Scored a wild pitch on that one. East now has 2 runners in scoring position. Here's the pitch. Ooh, broke through a curveball, 63 mile an hour. Couldn't find the strike zone. That evens our count 2-2. There's a strike. 81 mile an hour fastball. And that's the first out of the inning. That brings up Justin Thomas. He's today's pitcher. Justin Thomas is also a senior. Last season batted .241 for the Trojans. First pitch is a little outside. Pitch came in at 66 mile an hour. That looked like Tucker's splitter. That ball's a little high. Tucker got that up to 82 miles an hour. Thomas is also a senior. His favorite MLB team is the Cubs. That pitch is outside. Ooh, ball 4. That'll load the bases up.
Thomas draws the walk. Next up to bat, third baseman, number 12, Jonah Helmrich.
That brings up number 12, Jonah Helmrich. He's their third baseman. Helmrich didn't play much as a sophomore. Just got in one game. First pitch to him is a little low outside, ball 1. His favorite MLB team is also the Cubs. Here's the pitch. The called strike. That'll even the count 1-1. Tucker comes set. Here's the pitch. Ball was called. That one was called a ball. 2-1 is the count now. Called strike, 80 mile an hour in the outside corner. That evens the count at 2-2. Runners get their lead. Called strike 3.
Helmrich strikes out for out number
That'll be the
2.
second out of the inning.
Now batting, shortstop number 7, Carter Peters.
Caleb Peters now steps in. He's the shortstop. Swung on and missed. Strike one. That was a nice fastball by Tucker. Came in at 81 miles an hour. Batter called time.
Correction batting, Caleb Peters.
Caleb Peters is a freshman. Last year he batted .220. Had a home run, 16 RBIs. Swung on and missed. That makes our count 1-2. Still 2 outs in the inning. Tucker comes set. Here's the pitch. Swung on and missed. Strike three. That'll retire the side. No runs, 1 hit, no errors, 3 runners left on base. Our score is Wapsie 0, East High 0.
27. In the top of the first, he scores no runs on 1 hit, no Warriors leading 3.
Due up for the Warriors in the home half of the first inning, Kane Schmitz, Justice Kelly, and Jake Shore. All right, we're back live. Thomas got his warm-up pitches in. He was 4-2 last year. 3.43 ERA. He's going to go to Grandview next year. He's a senior. Swung on and missed. Strike one. Last season, Kane batted .299. Swung on a missed, strike two. Had a .392 on-base percentage, .327 slugging. First team all-conference at second base. Here's a pitch by Thomas. That pitch came in at 80 mile an hour. A little high and inside. Makes our count 1-2. Thomas is set. And here's the pitch. Strike three. That'll be the first out of the inning.
Next up to bat for the Warriors, shortstop number 22.
Justin Thomas features a fastball, sits about 81, 83 mile an hour. He also throws a curveball, slider, and a changeup. 4-pitch pitcher. Justice Kelly is now in the batter's box. First pitch. Got a piece of it, fouled it away. Last season, Justice Kelly batted .351. Had an on-base percentage of .451. He was second team all-conference at shortstop. Here's a pitch by Thomas. Swung on, little dribbler. outside the first base bag. That'll go for a foul ball. 0-2 is our count. Justice is a senior. Plans on going to Hawkeye next year. Be a red tail. Maybe they'll start up a baseball team. There's a pitch by Thomas. Taken high. 79 mile an hour on that fastball. Fouled straight back. He's on top of it. Last season, opposing hitters only batted .216 against Thomas. Led the team. Here's the pitch. Down in the dirt. Looked like a breaking ball. Came in at 67 mile an hour. Looked like his curveball. Justice takes a deep breath. Steps back into the batter's box. Here's the pitch. Another foul ball. Justice Kelly's making him work. Count still 2-2. Got Justin Thomas up to 9 pitches. Kelly steps back into the batter's box. Line drive right at the third baseman. That's caught for the second out of the inning.
Third baseman Jonah Helmriggs for out number
2 outs now. Up next is the right fielder, Jake Shore.
Jake Shore.
Jake had a great season last year. First team all-conference, first team district, third team all-state. One of only 4 Wapsie players to ever achieve that honor. There's the pitch. Called strike. Curveball right at the knees. 68 mile an hour. Jake is just a junior. His favorite team is the Cubs. Take that ball low. Took something off that one. That was 66 mile an hour. Might have been his changeup. Counts 1-1. Here's the pitch. Taken high. Jake set a Wapsie record last year, batting .485. Swung on, hit right to the shortstop for out number 3. So that'll conclude the home half of the first inning. No runs, no hits, no errors, no runners left on base. Our score after 1 is Wapsie 0, Waterloo East 0. Due up for East High.
Due up for East, Bryce Borseth, Braden Peters, and Ty Shellhorn.
15.
Sorry, I had to get my lineup straight. Bryce Borseth, Braden Peters, and Ty Shellhorn. Bottom of the order is due up. We'll take a break. We'll be back after a minute. Didn't work? Now I'm live? Okay. And we're back.
Second inning, batting for the Trojans, left fielder number 5, Bryce Borseth.
Duo for East is Bryce Borseth. He's a left fielder. Bryce is a senior. Swung on and missed, strike one. He appeared in 5 games last year. Only batted 7 times. Scored 2 runs. Here's the pitch. Curve ball inside. That'll leave the count 1-1. Bryce's favorite team is also the Chicago Cubs. Here's the pitch. A little low and outside. Counts now 2-1. Called strike 2. Painted the outside corner. Counts now 2-2. Here comes the pitch. Swung on and missed. Strike 3. That'll be the first out of the inning.
Out for out number 1.
And that'll bring up the right fielder, Braden Peters.
Braden Peters.
Braden Peters is also a senior. He got into 9 games last season as a junior. Had 4 at-bats. Took 7 walks last year. Didn't get a hit. First pitch, a little outside. That pitch was fouled off. Makes our count 1-1. Here's the pitch. Little inside. Ball 2. That evens our count 2-2. Braden's favorite team is also the Chicago Cubs. Here's the pitch. Little outside. And that'll be ball 4. Braden Peters reaches on the walk.
Next up to bat, second baseman, number 11.
That brings up their
Shellhorn.
number 9 hitter, Ty Shellhorn. He's their second baseman. Ty's a junior. Batted 194 last season for the varsity team. 299 on base percentage. Drove in 10 RBIs. His favorite team, not the Cubs. It's the Nationals, the Washington Nationals. Here's the pitch. Swung on, and that's a foul ball. One out in the inning. We don't have a score yet. Gets a piece of that one. Sounded like that fouled off Jake's mask. That put Tucker way ahead in the count, 0-2. Swung on and missed. Strike 3.
Shellhorn.
That's his second out of the inning.
Tip to Jake Shore for out number 2.
That puts us back to the top of the lineup. Due up is Maddox Harn. He's their first baseman.
Number 8, Maddox Harn.
Here's the pitch. Called a strike. 0-1 is the count. That pitch is taken outside for a ball. Makes our count 1-1. Maddox Harn hit 6 doubles last season, had 12 RBIs. Batted .288 for the Trojans. As a freshman, he's only a sophomore. Tucker threw over to first base, nothing doing there. Keeping the runner close. Waterloo East doesn't run much, at least they didn't last season. Stolen base leader had 4 bags. Swung on and missed. That's strike 2. Makes our count 1-2. They only stole 32 bases last year as a team. Swung on and missed, strike 3. Tucker gets out of that inning with no damage. That'll be no runs, no hits, no errors, 1 runner left on base. Our score remains Wapsie 0, Waterloo East 0. Due up for the Warriors in the home half of the second inning be Tucker Latterberg, Blake Hesse, and Jackson Kuhlman. Okay, we're back live. Tucker Latterberg steps into the batter's box. Here's the pitch. Little low, 63 mile an hour. He took something off that one. Tucker was first team conference utility player last season for the Warriors. Batted .389. That's called strike on a 77 mile an hour curveball. That evens the count 1-1. Tucker led the team in RBIs last season with 30, and he did hit a home run. That pitch hit right in front of the shortstop. It's going to be a tough play, and he gets him over at first base. 6-3 on the putout. So that'll be out number 1. Next up to bat is Blake Hesse.
24, Blake Hesse.
Blake is just a freshman. His favorite team is the Atlanta Braves. Something different. He batted .305 last season. Second team all conference as a third baseman. Quite the accomplishment. He was only in 8th grade last year. First pitch is the ball. Thomas is set. Here's the pitch. Called strike 1. That pitch was 65 miles an hour. Thomas comes set. Here's the pitch. Fly ball. It's going to stay in the infield, though. In fact, in foul territory. He makes the play. So that'll be the second out of the inning. That brings up Jackson Kuhlman, the first baseman.
Number 31, Jackson Kuhlman.
He's also a senior. Did get to play last year. He was hurt all season, so he helped the coaching staff here in the dugout. Did some ons and ends. Helped out on the bases. Swung on and missed, strike 1. Left-handed hitter. Jackson was working on his swing during the spring ball. Take that pitch outside. Evens the count 1-1. Jackson does have some power. He hit a home run on the junior varsity team a couple years ago. Swung on and missed, strike 2. He's now behind the count 1-2. Jackson tells me he's already got a job lined up. That'll start after baseball's over. Strike 3 taken on the inside corner. And that'll conclude the second inning. No runs, no hits, no errors, no runners left on base. Our score remains Wapsie 0, Waterloo East 0.
Second, Wapsie Valley scores. No runs, no hits, no Trojan errors, leaving none on base.
Due up for the Trojans will be Gavin Peters, Demarius Henderson, and Justin Thomas. We'll be back in just a minute. All right, we're back.
Coming up to bat for the Trojans, center fielder
Gavin Peters is up for the Trojans. He's their center fielder. 0 for 1. No, I'm sorry, he's 1 for 1. He had a hit in the first time at bat. And here's the pitch. Swung on, fouled straight back. Gavin hit 2 doubles last season, had 8 RBIs. There's a pitch. Didn't quite catch the outside corner. That'll make our count 1-1. Here's the pitch. Nice curveball. Caught the inside corner. Makes our count 1-2. Tucker's up to 46 pitches. He could use a good quick inning here. There's a pitch. Ooh, fouled off. That hit the knob of the bat. So that'll go as a foul ball. Our count remains 1-2. Here comes the 1-2 offering. Swung on, hit high, but fouled off. Third base side. Gavin Peters is making him work. He is a senior. He was an honorable mention All-Metro player last year. There's a line drive right to the left fielder. Manny Hebner made the play on that. So that'll be the first out of the inning. That brings up Demarius Henderson. He's their catcher. He was also an All-Metro player last season. Batted .260. Had a .437 on base. Slugged .406. First pitch is a strike. Had a home run last season. Also had 9 doubles, 1 triple. This hitter has some power. And he's only a junior. Here's the pitch. Swung on, hit straight up in the air. I think that's going to go back foul behind the press box. He falls behind 0-2. And here's the pitch. Must have been a little low. The count's now 1-2. 1 out in the inning. Swung on, hit right to the third baseman. Blake fields it, throws over to first for the out. Nice play by Blake Hesse. That ball was hit sharply.
Next
That'll
to
bring
bat,
up Justin Thomas. He's the
baseman
pitcher.
Number 15, Justin Thomas.
Justin is a senior. He batted .241 last season. Had a .317 on base. Hit 5 doubles, 10 RBIs. Took the first pitch outside, 0-1. I'm sorry, 1-0. Here comes the pitch. A little bit inside. Tucker Latteberg's fallen behind 2-0 to Justin Thomas. And here's the pitch, swung on, hit to the gap. That ball might be trouble. It's down for a hit. Manny gets over there, cuts it off, and throws it right back in to hold him to a single.
Thomas singles to left center field.
That'll bring up Jonah Helmrich, the third baseman. First time at bat, he struck out.
For the Trojans, number 9, Chance Shaw.
Well, Justin Thomas did have a stolen base last year.
Third baseman, number 12, Jonah Helmrich.
They did put a courtesy runner in. I didn't quite catch the number. Chance Shaw is the courtesy runner at first base. And here's the pitch. A little outside. Jacob had to corral it. Kept it in front of him, though. Runner couldn't advance. There's the pitch. Must have been a little low. That'll be 2 balls and no strikes. Jonah's only a sophomore. His favorite team's also the Cubs. There's the pitch. Down in the dirt. Ball 3. Tucker's fallen behind this hitter 3-0. Let's see if he can come back. He eyes the runner at first. Jonah's showing a bunt now. He pulls the bat back. Took a strike. 3 balls, 1 strike. To Jonah Helmrich. Here's the pitch. Taken for ball 4. That'll put runners on first and second.
Draws the wall.
And that'll bring up the shortstop, Caleb
Now
Peters.
batting, shortstop, number 7, Caleb Peters.
Caleb Peters is only a freshman. He did have a .220 batting average last season. Hit a home run. He calls time. Stepped out of the batter's box. Now he's back in there. Took first pitch for a ball. Caleb Peters 0 for 1 in the game. He struck out the first time at bat. And here's the pitch. Curveball didn't quite break enough. Threw it behind the batter. Tucker's now falling behind 2 balls and no strikes. Still got 2 outs though, just need 1. Swung on and missed, strike 1. That makes our count 2-1. Caleb Peters did strike out 26 times last season. And there's another swing and a miss, strike 2. In 91 at-bats. He scored 16 runs for the Trojans. Tucker is set. Here's the pitch. A little low. Both runners take off for a double steal. Make me eat my words saying that they don't run very much, but there are 2 outs. We've got a full count now. Runners would have been moving on this pitch anyway. Here's the pitch. Taken for ball 4. That'll load the bases.
Peters draws the walk.
That'll bring up the left fielder, Bryce Borseth.
Bryce Borseth.
Borseth also struck out his first time at bat. He's a senior. Only had 7 at-bats last season. That ball taken outside for ball 1. Bases are loaded now. Well, Tucker's going to want to dial it in. Here's the pitch. That pitch is taken for a strike. Tucker's now at 70 pitches. Here's number 71, taken outside for a ball. Our count's now 2-1. Here's the pitch by Tucker, taken outside, ball 3. Dangerous situation. No place to put him. Walk here would score a run. Here comes the pitch. Taken down low for ball 4. That'll score a run. And that'll bring up Braden Peters. Jake Shore is going to go out and have a word with his pitcher. Try to calm him down a little bit. Knowing Tucker, he's really disappointed to give it up that walk. But he's been in this situation before. He can settle in. The right fielder, Braden Peters, is now up. He's a senior. Swung on and missed, strike 1. Tucker needed that. Gets him ahead in the count. Up to 74 pitches. Swung on, Tapper, hit, and that gets through Kane Schmidt for an error. That'll plate 2 runs. So that'll make our score Waterloo East 3, Wapsie 0.
As Helmrich and Peters score for the Trojans, now leading 3-0.
Next up the bat is Ty Shellhorn.
Next up to bat,
He's a junior.
11, Ty Shellhorn.
He struck out the first time at bat. Here comes the pitch. Swung on. Line drive right to, oh, it falls right in front of Manny Hebner out in left field. That'll play another run.
Shellhorn with the RBI single to left field, scoring Bryce Morrison.
That'll take us back up to the top of the lineup.
He's now leading 4-0. Now
Maddox Harn is due up.
Number 8, Maddox Harn.
He's 0 for 1 with a walk, strikeout. Here's the pitch. Taken outside. Oh, that's a strike. This is Maddox's 3rd at bat or plate appearance. That's hit right back to the pitcher. Tucker picks it up, throws over to first, and that'll retire the side. Oh, we've got 4 runs. I got down 1 hit. 1 error. 2 runners left on base. That'll make our score heading into the home half of the 3rd inning. Waterloo East 4, Wapsie 0. Due up for Wapsie Valley in the home half of the 3rd inning. Briar Bellis, Manny Hebner, and Hunter Curley. We'll be back in just a minute. All right, we're back
Center
live.
fielder number 5, Briar Bellis.
Up for the Warriors, center fielder, Briar Bellis. Thomas has only got 25 pitches in the third inning. Swung on and missed, strike one. Briar is playing varsity as an 8th grader this year. Here comes the pitch, taken outside. That evens the count 1-1. Briar Bellis did a good job hitting in the spring. So the coach decided to bring him in for varsity. Here comes the pitch. Swung on. That's a high pop-up in foul territory. First baseman makes the grab for out number 1.
Bellis pops out to the first baseman, Maddox Harn, for out number 1.
That'll bring up Manny Hebner,
Next up to bat,
the left fielder.
number 34, Manny Hebner.
Last year, Manny batted .382, had a .412 on-base percentage, .395 slug. He steps in against Thomas. Here's the pitch. Ooh, called a strike. Caught the outside corner. Manny is just a junior. He really came on nicely last year for Wapsie. Swung on a miss. That'll be strike 2. Started the year on junior varsity, worked his way up to varsity, and was a regular by midseason. That pitch was fouled off the catcher's mask. Umpire will give the catcher just a second for a breather, make sure he's okay. Henderson said he's good. Home plate umpire gets back behind the plate. And Manny's ready. Here comes the pitch by Thomas. Her ball hit down the third base line, but foul. Still nothing in 2. And here's the pitch. Taken high and inside. That's ball 1. Manny led the team in sacrifice bunts last season. Oh, called strike 3. That'll retire Manny Hebner for out number 2. Next up to bat is the right fielder, Hunter Curley. Like Briar Bellis, Hunter Curley's also playing varsity as an 8th grader. He's in right field playing where normally Jake Shore plays. And here's the pitch. Taken for a strike. Strike 1. Hunter also had a really good spring. His first at bat for varsity. That pitch was taken high. Evens the count 1-1. Hunter Curley's favorite team is also the Chicago Cubs. Here's the pitch by Thomas. Ooh, he held up, but it was called a strike on the outside corner. That makes our count 1 ball, 2 strikes. And here's the pitch. Taken a little high. Makes our count 2-2. Thomas is ready. Here's the pitch. Swung on and missed, strike 3. That'll retire the home half of the third inning. No runs, no hits, no errors, no runners left on base. Got a no-hitter going by Justin Thomas. He's been a good pitcher. Due up for East. It's Gavin Peters, Damaris Henderson, and Justin Thomas. We'll be back in just a minute. All right, we're back live. There's been a pitching change. Blake Hesse's now our pitcher. He led the team with a 191 ERA last season.
Center fielder number 3, Gavin Peters.
Opponents hit 207. Blake features a fastball, curveball. That pitch was hit high up in the air. Jackson gets under it, makes the catch for out number 1.
First baseman Jackson Coolman.
Blake throws a fastball between 75, tops out at 80. Also throws a curveball. He'll throw a changeup on occasion. Looks like he threw his fastball in the first pitch. Next up is Damaris Henderson. Damaris is 0 for 2 with a strikeout so far in today's game. Here goes the pitch. Fastball taken high. Came in at 77 mile an hour on that fastball. That pitch was taken outside. Two 2-0 now the count. Here's the pitch. Pitch must have been low. 3 balls and no strikes. Blake works fast. There's the pitch already. He's taken all the way. Strike number 1. Count's now 3-1. That pitch was fouled straight back. That'll bring our count full. Blake only had 10 walks last season. Here's the pitch. Swung on. Ground ball to the third base side, and that's foul. Coach over there made a nice play. Threw the ball back into the pitcher. Our count remains full. Here's the pitch. Swung on. Hit to center field. Briar Bells comes in and makes the catch. Nice diving catch by Briar. Saves a single. Out number 2. That'll bring up Justin Thomas, their pitcher. Justin Thomas is 1 for 1 with the walk. Got a hit. Here comes the pitch. Taken outside. 69 mile an hour curveball. Couldn't quite find a plate. Here's the pitch. Taken down low. That'll make our count 2 balls and no strikes. 2 outs though. Pitch was taken inside. Makes our count 3-0. Here's the pitch. Called strike 1. Looks like he was taken all the way on that pitch. Nope, that ball's down low. Well, Blake's got his first walk of the year.
Thomas draws the walk. Next up to bat, third baseman, number 12, Jonah Helmrich.
And that'll bring up the third baseman, Jonah Helmrich. Jonah's 0 for 1 with a walk. He scored a run back in the 3rd inning. Blake's ready, set, checks the runner. Here's the pitch. Hit right to the shortstop. Ground ball. Justice will flip it to the second baseman to retire the side. That'll makes no runs, no hits, no errors, 1 runner left on base. Our score remains Waterloo East 4, Wapsie Valley 0. Due up in the next inning. We'll be back at the top of the lineup. Kane Schmitz, Justice Kelly, and Jake Shore. We'll be back in just a minute. All right, we're back live. There's been a pitching change.
Now batting for the Warriors,
Marcus Harn is now the
second
pitcher.
baseman, number 1, Kane Schmidt.
Maddox features a fastball, curveball, slider. About mid-70s on his fastball. Kane Schmidt's first up for the Warriors. Here's the pitch. Swung on and missed, strike one. That pitch was 80 miles an hour. Maybe he wasn't wanting to tell me what he was maxing out at. Understandable. Here comes the pitch. That pitch came in inside. Oh, it called strike. 81 miles an hour on that. Oh, and 2 now the count. There's the pitch. Ooh, that just about hit him. Kane is 0 for 1. Struck out in his first at-bat. Swung on a miss, strike 3. 80 miles an hour on that fastball.
Schmidt strikes out for out number 1.
So that'll bring up the shortstop, Justice Kelly.
Shortstop number 22, Justice
He's also 0 for 1. Team doesn't have a hit yet. Justice steps in. Here's the pitch. Got a piece of it. Fouled off to the right-hand side. Out of play. Justice made a lot of contact last time. Fouled off quite a few pitches. Catcher needs to make some adjustments to his equipment. Umpire calls time. Going to have to make some gear changes, it looks like. He runs over to the first base side of the dugout. Looks like he's either getting a new mask or he's getting some adjustments made. I see the coach is working on the mask. And they found another one for him. He puts his glove back on. We're ready to play ball again. Justice steps back into the batter's box. And here's the pitch. Ooh, looked like a curveball, 69 mile an hour. Justice took it for a ball. Makes the count 1-1. The next offering, right across the plate. Strike 2. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Swung on, fought it off. Over on the first base side, it's out of play. He stays alive at 1-2. Maddox is set. Here's the pitch. Swung on, hit right up the middle. Second baseman's got it. Throws over to first in time for out number 2.
Kelly grounds out to the second baseman.
That's now 2 outs in the inning. That'll bring up Jake Shore, our third team All-State from last season.
Warriors catcher number 18, Jake Shore.
Jake has also had a really good spring. Got a hold of a pitch for a home run, if I remember correctly. He does have some power. Hit a home run last season. Here's the pitch. Got a curveball right in there for a strike. 70 miles an hour on that curveball. Maddox Hart had a 7.34 ERA last season. Misses on that curveball. That evens the count 1-1. Here comes the pitch. Swung on and missed. Strike two. Fooled him on that curveball. Jake will have to battle back. Counts 1-2. Here's the pitch. Taken upstairs. Fastball missed high. Evens the count 2-2. Here comes the pitch. Another curveball. Didn't hit the outside corner. We've got a full count now. Sure Jake is looking for something to drive here. Here comes the pitch. Swung on, hit high up in the air. It's right underneath the center. The center fielder's got it. Camps underneath it for out number 3. So again, we've got no runs, no hits, no errors, no runners left on base. Our score remains East 4, Wapsie Valley 0. Due up for the Trojans will be Caleb Peters, Bryce Borseth, and Braden Peters. Third inning, drove in a run. Here's the pitch. Called a ball. 1 ball, no strikes. Borseth showing bunt here. Blake checks the runner. Here's the pitch. Oh, what's going on here? Looks like somebody called time. We'll get back set back up here. Looks like we're ready to go again. Blake's is ready. Here's the pitch. Swung on, skied high up in the air. Manny cuts over, cuts it off. And it drops. That'll go as a single. And that'll bring up Braden Peters, the right fielder. Braden is 0 for 1. Got a walk back in that third inning. Comes up with runners on first and second. Umpire calls time, and he's called a balk. That'll advance the runners to second and third.
As he's charged with a balk, Peters advances to third and Borseth to second.
Once you come set, you got to come home with it. We're ready to go again. Braden Peters takes inside. The count's 1-0. Braden Peters is a senior. Takes another pitch inside. 2-0. Played sparingly for the varsity team last year. Appeared in 9 games. There's the pitch. Swung on and missed. Strike 1. 2 balls and a strike, the count now on Braden Peters. And here's the pitch. Swung on, hit high, back towards us on auto play. Foul ball. That'll even the count 2-2. Ty Shellhorn's on deck. Blake slowed down a little bit here. Here's the pitch. Swung on. Line drive. Out of play. On the first base side. Still 2-2. Blake Hessey's only a freshman, pitching in his second varsity season. That ball's down in the dirt. Runners hold. Don't advance by the runners. Good job by Jake going back and corralling that pitch. But that'll make our count full, 3-2. Still don't have any outs yet. Blake gets a sign. He's set. Foul straight back. Our count will remain 3-2. Blake's got a nice over-the-top release. Makes it really hard to hit. And he's called strike 3 for out number 1. Here comes the runner from third base, and he's been thrown out. Thrown out at the plate.
Brayden Peters strikes out, and Caleb Peters.
That's
out
Caleb
at the
Peters
plate.
out at the plate. No advance by the runner at second base.
1-2.
So that'll give us 2 outs now. Up to bat is now Ty Shellhorn.
Now batting second baseman.
Ty Shellhorn is 1 for 2 with an RBI. And he hits a hold one right to the first baseman. Gets by Jackson Kuhlman for an error. Runner comes from second base, and he will score.
Shellhorn reaches on the golden error as 4 sets.
So that'll make our score 5-0. Jackson will work on that.
Now batting pitcher number 8.
Again, he was off for a whole season last year. See if Blake can work around that error. That ball skied towards center field. Blade Bellis is over. He can't cut it off. It's in the gap. Rounding third, coming home. And scoring. Ty Shellhorn with a double.
And it's on with the RBI double.
And that scores Brayden Peters for all the way from first base.
Makes it 6-0. And interference.
They called
Obstruction ruled on the
They
play.
called interference on that play, so they will give him third base on that. Into courtesy runs number 9,
Courtesy run number 9, Chance Shaw.
Chance Shaw. In the bat is now Gavin Peters, the center fielder. Gavin's 1 out of 3 so far today. Here comes the pitch. Taken down low.
Now batting for the Trojans, center fielder number 3.
1 ball, no
Gavin
strikes.
Peters.
Blake comes set. Here's the pitch. Swung on, hit down the third baseline, but foul. That'll even the count 1-1. Blake is ready. Here comes the pitch. Down in the dirt. Taken outside for a ball. Counts now 2-1. Shaw's over at third base. He gets his lead. Here comes the pitch. Snapped off a curveball. Couldn't quite get it down in the strike zone. Taken high. Counts now 3-1. There's a ground ball right to the third baseman. Tucker throws it over and gets the out at first base. And that'll retire the side. But we scored 1 run on 2 hits, 1 error. 1 runner left on base. Our score is now Waterloo East 6, Wapsie Valley 0. We'll be back here in just a minute. Tucker Latterberg is up to bat now. Tucker's 0 for 1. He asks for time. He steps out of the batter's box. Now he's ready. Here's the pitch. Called strike. 79-mile-an-hour fastball. So far, we had no base runners so far for the Warriors. They call that a perfect game. Hopefully Tucker can get something going here for the Warriors. Here's the pitch. Taken down low for a ball. Looked like a changeup. 69 mile an hour. Tucker batted .389 last season. Had a slug of .505. He hit a home run last year. There's a little dribbler to the third baseman. He's got to hurry. Throws over to first, and he gets the play. He makes the play for out number 1.
Latterberg grounds out the third baseman, Jonah Helmrigs, to Justin Thomas for out number 1.
That'll bring up the third baseman, Blake Hesse. Blake is also 0 for 1.
Number 24, Blake Hesse.
Catcher's making some adjustments to his gear. Looks like he's made those adjustments and he's ready. Blake steps in. Pitch coming from Maddox Harns. Here's the pitch. Taken outside for a ball. 80 miles an hour fastball. Harns is ready. Here's the pitch. Taken inside. He's ahead now 2-0. Swung on, fouled straight back. That'll make our count 2-1. Really calm today. There was a wind in the JV game, but it was going from right to left. But right now the flag's not even moving out in center field. Harns is ready. Here comes the pitch. Swung on, hit over to the right-hand side, back out of play. That'll even our count 2-2. Blake batted .305 last season as an 8th grader. There's the pitch. Skied up in the air to center field. Center fielder is planting under it, though, and he makes the catch. That'll be the second out of the inning. That'll bring up our first baseman, Jackson Kuhlman. Jackson is also 0 for 1. Again, we're looking for our first hit. First base runner. Jackson steps in. Left-handed hitter. Here's the pitch. That ball is taken for a strike. Top half of the strike zone. Maddox Harden's working quickly here. That ball gets away from the catcher. We'll go for a ball. Harden's record was 1 win and 4 losses last season. Opponents batted .240. That pitch is taken high and outside. Ball 2. Struck out 40 last season in 48 innings. I'm sorry, 28 innings. Reading the wrong column. That ball's taken outside. Ball 3. Jackson's way ahead in the count now, 3-1. .41's inning pitched for Harns last season. Pretty good strikeout to innings pitched. Here's the pitch. Taken inside. That's ball 4. Perfect game is over. Kuhlman is our first base runner. Now our center fielder's up to bat. Briar Bellis. Briar Bellis is also 0 for 1. Briar's a pretty good contact hitter here. Takes a pitch, swung on, fouled straight back. It's out of play. You get it close to the strike zone, Briar, swing at it. He's up there to hit. Gets back in the batter's box. He's also a left-handed hitter. Here comes the pitch from Harns. So, oh, did it. Must have hit the knob. That'll go as a foul ball. Our count is 0-2. Lefty on lefty. Here's the pitch. Called strike 3. And that'll enter inning. No runs, no hits, no errors, 1 runner left on base. Our score remains after 5 innings of play. Waterloo East 6, Wapsie Valley 0. We'll be back in a minute.
Damaris Henderson.
We're back live. I'll hit this tab here. Fouled straight back. Our count's 1-1. Damaris Henderson is at the plate now. He's 0 for 3. Struck out one. Taken for a strike. 1-2. I got a whistling whistle. Maybe. Swung on. Hit to the third baseman. Blake can't corral it. Goes right underneath his glove. I'm sorry, that's Tucker Latterberg over at third base. So that'll go as a hit.
Henderson with a leadoff single.
That ball was cut off by the third baseman. Threw it over the first, wide of the bag. So that'll go down as an error. Advancing over to third is Damaris Henderson on the error. Apologize, I'm having a little bit of technical difficulties. Had this ringing in my ear. But I've got it sorted out. Up to bat is now Jonah Helmrich. He's our third baseman. Thomas advanced to the second base on that wild pitch. Helmrich is 0 for 2. Took a walk, scored a run. Blake looks at the sign. Here's the pitch. A little outside. Makes our count 3-0. Shows bunt, pulls it back, taken for ball 4. That's second walk for Helmrich. And that'll bring up Caleb Peters, the Trojan shortstop. He's 1 out of 2. Scored a run, also took a walk. He's now batting with the bases loaded. Nobody out. He squares around the bunt, pulls the bat back, taken for ball 1. Blake needs to find his control here. Showed bunt again, pulled it back, taken for ball 2. No place to put him. He's showing bunt. Pulled it back, taken for ball 3. Blake really needs a battle here. Down 3-0. Still showing bunt. I imagine he'll pull it back, and he does. Take it for strike 1. It's a good move by Peters. And now it looks like he's set the swing and play, and he's taken for strike 2. Blake Hesse's battled back. Got a full count. No out, so I doubt the runners will be started. Blake is set. Here comes with the pitch. Swung on, hit to left field. That's going to get down for extra bases. 1 run score, 2 run. And they'll hold him up for a double. Good piece of hitting by Peters. Took a full count pitch and drove it to left field. That'll bring out the coach to come out and talk to the pitcher. Jake Shore will go out. All the infielders are coming in as well. This inning is not all Blake Hesse's fault. There were a couple of errors that were made to add a couple extra runners. I'm sure that's why Tom wanted to talk to the entire infield. Get everybody settled down, get the pitcher settled down. Blake is at 50 pitches. Looks like Tom is going to make some changes here. Oh, he's bringing a different pitcher. Jackson Coleman.
Tucker Latterberg's going to first, and Blake Hesse's going to third.
Some of the other changes being made. Tucker Latterberg's heading. He's got his first base glove. He's heading over to first base. Blake Hesse will probably go back to third base.
And at third base, number 24, Blake Hesse.
Blake Hesse's back at third base. That's his natural position. Jackson's got a variety of pitches. He'll throw a fastball, change up. He's even got a knuckle curve that he breaks out once in a while. He takes his warm-up pitches. Waterloo East looking really good in their first game of the season. Again, they struggled last season, but they did play some common opponents with Wapsie Valley. They beat Turkey Valley, New Hampton, Union. They're a Class 4A school, so Wapsie is playing up a few levels. They're Class 1A.
Now batting for the Trojans, left fielder number 5, Bryce Forsyth.
Wapsie did receive a few votes in the coaches poll. They're not quite ranked. With all the starters they have returning, expected a good season. First game of the year, anything can happen. Jackson's ready. Here's the pitch. Taken high and outside. Ball one. Jackson looks in, becomes set. Here's the pitch. A little inside and high. Ball two. That one clocks in at 73 miles an hour. The East has got runners on second and third. No outs. Huge scoring opportunity for East. Here comes a pitch. Well inside for ball three. Jackson Coolman needs a battle back here. Jackson comes set, delivers the pitch. Missing inside. Ball four. That'll load the bases.
Forsyth draws the walk. Next up to bat, right fielder
That'll bring up Braden Peters, the right fielder for the Trojans. Braden's 0 for 2 with a walk. There's a strike right down the middle. Looked like Braden was taken all the way. I don't blame him. Jackson comes set. And here's the pitch. A little high and outside. Ball 1. Jackson comes set. And the umpire called time. He called a balk. That'll plate another run for the Trojans, making our score 9-0. That's the second balk called in this game. I'm sure that'll be a point the coach will want to address. Jackson comes set. Here's the pitch. 60-mile-an-hour pitch. Pushed it too far inside, taken for a ball. Count is now 2-1. Here comes the pitch, taken outside. Ball 3. Little outside. That pitch is taken for ball 4. That'll reload the bases. And that brings up Ty Shellhorn, the second baseman. Last time up, he hit a booming double. He's 1 out of 2. Scored a run. Has an RBI. Warriors need to find themselves an out. That pitch is taken well inside. Ball 1. Ty didn't play varsity last year. Probably on the JV team. This is his first varsity game. Swung on and missed. Count is now 1-1. And that pitch is taken high. Makes our count 2-1. Jackson gets the sign he wants. Kid comes set. Here's the pitch. Ooh, nice. There, likes curveball. 58-mile-an-hour on that curve. Called a strike. Evens the count at 2-2. Jackson looks in, gets the sign, comes set. And here's the pitch. Breaks off another curveball. But it's taken high. We've got a full count now. No place to put him. No outs. Can't imagine the runners will be going. Here comes the pitch. Swung on and missed. Strike 1. Or strike 3. That's the first out of the inning.
Strikes out for out number 1.
That'll bring up Maddox Harn. He's currently their pitcher. 1 out of 3 for today with an RBI, walk, 1 strikeout. Coming up to bat for the 4th time in the game. Ooh, the ball gets away from Jake. Here comes the runner, and he will score. That'll go down as a pass ball. Jake Shore normally squeezes those. That one just got away, popped out of his glove. That pitch is popped out of play on the first base side. Makes our count 1-1. Looks like that stung Harn's hand a little bit. He was shaking his hand after that swing. Probably caught right on the inside with the bat. Here comes the pitch. Swung on and missed. Strike 2. That makes her count 1-2. 1 out in the inning. Well, batter calls time. Steps out of the batter's box. Must have thought Jackson was taking too long. Jackson Kuhlman's got the sign. He comes set. And here's the pitch. Taken outside for ball 2. 2-2 is the count. I'm sure Jackson would like to get this out here. And that pitch is taken high. That brings our count full, 3-2. Maddox Harn is making him work. Here comes the pitch. Taken for strike 3. Jackson snapped off a curveball that just froze the batter for the second out in the inning.
Now stepping into the box, center fielder.
That'll bring up their center fielder, Gavin Peters. Gavin is 1 out of 4 today. Take the first pitch for a strike, right down the middle. Jackson can get out of the inning with no more damage. Can get one more out here. Here comes the pitch, and that's strike 2. 75-mile-an-hour fastball. Jackson's way ahead on the batter here. Nothing in 2. Here comes the pitch. Couldn't break that curveball. 58-mile-an-hour on that curve. Couldn't get it over the plate, though. Makes our count 1-2. And swung on, hit down the third baseline, right under Blake's glove. That'll score 1. And that will score 2. Peters is in with the double. Drove in 2 runs. That'll make our score Waterloo East 12, Wapsie Valley 0.
2 RBI double down the third baseline. Trojans now leading 12-0.
That'll bring up Damaris Henderson. Last year he was all Metro. He steps in. Here's the pitch. Taken high and outside, ball 1. Scoreboard. Jackson comes set. He delivers a pitch. Swung on, hit high, popped high. And it's fallen harmlessly on the first base side. Couldn't get over to it. That'll make our count 1-1. Henderson led the team last year in RBIs, walks. Did hit a home run. Had 9 doubles and a triple. Probably a reason why he was all Metro. Doesn't look too bad behind the plate either at catcher. Here comes the pitch. Down low. Missed. 2-1. Jackson comes set. Here's the pitch. Taken high. Ball 3. Henderson will take a walk. Like I said, he led the team last year with 22 walks. 59-mile-an-hour curveball. Couldn't catch the plate.
Henderson draws the walk.
So that'll bring up Justin Thomas. He started the game at pitcher.
Justin Thomas.
Now playing first base. He's 1 out of 2. He scored a run, taking 2 walks. Thomas will get a courtesy runner.
Courtesy run number 2, Keegan Aitchison.
That would be Keegan Akerson. Courtesy running for Henderson. Jackson would like to get one more out here. That pitch was taken high and outside. Ball 1. First game under the lights. The field looks beautiful. Ball's a little outside. 2-0. Here comes the pitch. Swung on. Hit right to the second baseman. Kane can't corral it. It gets by him. One run will come around to score. That'll put runners on the corners at first and third.
Thomas with the infield single as Peters scores.
They called it a single. That call could have went either way.
Advancing to third.
Ball looked like it had a backspin on it. Made it really hard for Kane to get a hold of it. Here's the pitch from Jackson. Curveball misses inside. 59 miles an hour. Still 2 outs in the inning. Jackson comes set. Here's the pitch. Right at the, oh, nope. Taken low. Ball 2. There's a called strike. Jonah Helmrich. Jonah's 0 for 2, but he's got on base twice through a walk and scored twice. Taken outside. He's a patient hitter. 3-1 is the count. Jackson comes set. Here's the pitch. Taken inside for ball 4. That'll reload the bases.
Helmrich walks. Next up to bat, shortstop number 1, Caleb Peters.
That'll bring up Caleb Peters, their shortstop. He's 2 out of 3 for today. Scored 2 runs, driven in 2. Also has a walk. And that's going to be it for Jackson Kuhlman. Looks like he's headed out to right field. Is that Hunter Curley? Hunter Curley's coming in to pitch. Umpire comes in. They're checking something with the uniform. I think he might have to take his sunglasses on. Coach is walking back to the dugout with something in his hand. That might have been his wristband. Yep. Can't have that while you're on the mound. It can distract the hitter.
Changes for the Warriors coming into pitch number 11, Hunter Curley.
This is Hunter Curley's first start as a varsity player and the first time pitching. I failed to get his repertoire. That warm-up pitch came in at 73. I'm guessing he sits between 70, mid-70s. Looks like a slider. It is a beautiful night at Wapsie Valley Field. Got clear skies, comfortable temperatures, cool enough where you need a jacket. Had a good crowd out tonight for opening day. We've got fans sitting in front of the bleachers on both sides, first base and third base side. Play is about ready to resume. Caleb Peters is due up to bat. He's their shortstop. Like I said earlier, he's 2 out of 3. 2 runs, 2 RBIs. Has a walk. Had a good day so far today. Here comes the pitch. And that ball is a little low. Hunter Curley comes set. Here's the pitch. Taken outside. Ball 2. Imagine Hunter Curley's got a little bit of the butterflies. First time pitching varsity. Swung on and missed. Strike 1. Two and one's now the count. Here's the pitch. Taken outside. Ball 3. No place to put him. Walk brings in another run. Here's the pitch. Taken outside. That'll plate Atchison, who came in as a courtesy runner for Henderson.
Now batting for the Trojans, number 17, Tristan Walker.
We've got a pinch hitter. Tristan Walker's now batting in place of Bryce Borseth. I asked Tristan who his favorite team was before the game, and he told me the Warriors. He's a Golden State Warrior fan. Then he proceeded to tell me he also likes the Yankees. I'm sure our PA announcer would like to hear that. Pitch is taken for a strike. He played some varsity last season, got into 15 games. Only had 9 at bats, though. That pitch is called a strike, 1-2. He did get a hit last season. Also drew a walk. And here's the pitch. Swung on and missed, strike 3. Hunter Curley gets us out of the inning. I lost track of how many runs were scored that inning and how many hits there were, but our score is Waterloo East 14, Wapsie Valley 0. Due up for Wapsie in the bottom of the 6th inning will be Manny Hebner, Hunter Curley, and Kane Schmitz. We'll be back in just a minute. We've got a timeout on the field. Our PA announcer is also our scorekeeper. Let me hit the... Got a couple of young men in the booth helping me out here. This is my first time running this live stream, so they're helping me with the graphics. That's a foul tip for a strike. Manny Hebner's up at the plate now.
Now batting for the Warriors, number 34, Manny Hebner.
Manny is 0 for 1. And that pitch is called a strike. Got a new pitcher for the Trojans, Ty Shellhorn. He's a junior. This would be his first appearance in varsity. Manny Hebner got a piece of that, hit over to the shortstop, throws over to first, and the first baseman can't get it. That'll go, might go for an infield single. We'll see what the call is. It's an error.
Hebner reaches on the error. Next up to bat, pitcher number 11.
It was a close play. Don't think Manny would have beaten it. I think that's the right call. So he reaches on an error. But it gives Wapsie a base runner. And that'll bring up Hunter Curley, who's currently the Warrior pitcher. Another left-handed batter. Here's the pitch. Taken outside for a ball. Manny's got some speed over at first base. He stole 15 bases last season on 17 attempts. We'll see if he's going. Swung on and missed by Hunter Curley. That'll make our count 1-1. They may not want to test Henderson's arm, and I wouldn't blame him being down 14 runs. And that's called strike. That makes our count 1-2. Ty Shellhorn is now the pitcher. He comes set. Here's the pitch. Swung on and missed, strike 3. 62-mile-an-hour curveball. That'll bring Wapsie to the top of the lineup. Kane Schmitz. Kane is 0 for 2. He struck out both times. Hopefully Kane can get something going here. Here's the pitch. Taken outside, it's in the dirt, gets away from the catcher, and Manny Hebner will take second base. That's going to be scored a wild pitch. That ball bounced right on the plate. Shellhorn gets the sign, and he comes set. Here's the pitch. Taken outside. Good stop by Henderson to corral that pitch. Shellhorn comes set. Here's the pitch. Taken outside again. Kane Schmidt's well ahead of the count. 3 balls and no strikes. Wapsie's usually aggressive, though. He shows bunt, pulls it back, taken for a strike. Good plan by Kane there. Showing the bunt. Sometimes that can mess a pitcher up when they're in their windup and they see that. And that pitch was taken down low for ball 4. Kane Schmitz draws a walk. That'll put 2 base runners on for Wapsie. Now coming up to the plate for the Warriors, number 22, Justice Kelly, the shortstop. He's nothing out of 2. He's made contact both times. Taken quite a few pitches. Fouled off quite a few. I'm sure he's going to be looking for something to drive here. Shellhorn comes set. Here's the pitch. Taken outside for a ball. All these Warrior hitters have pretty good batting eyes. But they are aggressive. Here comes the pitch. Swung on, hit to the third baseman. He steps on third, throws over to first for a double play. That'll retire the side. No runs, no hits,
Ebner out at third.
1 error,
2 and
1 runner left on base.
And that's the ball game.
That'll complete the game.
6, Wapsie Valley scored, no runs and no hits.
10-run rule in effect.
1 on base.
So that'll make our final score. Waterloo East 14, Wapsie Valley 0.
Wapsie Valley Warriors 0.
Wasn't the results that the Warriors wanted. First game of the year, though.
Warrior band
And it can be difficult to play up a few classes.
on Thursday night, traveling to
Waterloo East appears to have a very good team.
Crestwood.
The records from last year can be deceiving. They graduated 3 seniors, or 5 seniors from last year.
Field athletes competing in the state meet this week.
But they have a lot of starters returning from last year's team.
Once again, fans, thank you for coming out tonight. Have a great rest of your night. Drive home safely. And
Hope everybody enjoyed the broadcast. This is our first time live stream and first game for me to call. Hopefully I did okay and everybody heard me clearly. Our next game will be on Thursday. We'll be at Cresco. We'll be playing a junior varsity doubleheader on that game. Next home game won't be until a week from Wednesday, May 24th. Again, it'll be live stream. We're playing Oline that game. Like to thank our umpires for umpiring today's game. All the coaches, fans. It's quite the experience being the first game underneath the lights. So that'll wrap it up here at Warrior Stadium. Again, our final score is Waterloo East 14, Wapsie Valley 0. We'll see you all a week from Wednesday when we play Oline. Guys, have a good rest of the night.